Hello, let's continue our advanced Sudoku series with Couples Therapy by Shye and Jovial. So this is puzzle number 1 of chapter 5 of the Sudokult Gospel document, which you can find in the description. So we are starting a new chapter, and so a new list of techniques. There is a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. I know what technique I'm looking for, but not where it is in this puzzle. And I'm going to get started right now. All right, let's do some scanning here. So we've got 2 9s looking into here, so 9's in one of these two. I also am just going to fill this triple. It looks like it's 4, 7, 8. That's not an 8, so 8's over here. Let's fill this triple as well. We've got 1, we need 2, 3, and 6. That's not a 2. Let's just do the entire border, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we need 6, 7, 9. That's not 6, that's not 9. And on this border, we've got 1, we need 2, we've got 3, we need 4 and 5. We've got the rest. Okay. That's not a 6, by the way. All right, so I got the whole border. What else can we find with scanning? 9 and 8. So 8 looks into here. It's not up here. So 8's in one of these two. These two 6's look in, giving us a 6 here. These two 6's put 6 in one of these two, along with this one. 1 looking in is not quite good enough. So there's something going on here. The 1 is in one of these two cells. Actually, the 1 is placed in this row, because this one takes out of here, this one takes out of here. So this is a 1. The quad we're left with is 2, 3, 5, and 7. There we go. What else do we have going on here? This 7 looks into here, putting a 7 up here. Okay, what else do we have here? 6 looking down. These two 6's look down, so there's a 6 over here. I should do some verticals. There's a 5 over here. 9 is in one of these two, okay. So we got the 9, the 5, how about the 6? Nothing special about 6, 7. Nope, 1 and 8. Okay, how about over here? We've got the 1 and the 6. We've got 2 2s, so 2's over here. The 4. No. 5, 8. Okay, 8's in one of these two. All right, how about over here? We got 1, 2, 3, 9. So the 1's tell us 1 is placed here. How are we doing on 1's? Yeah, 1's over here. 1's over here. And 1's here. So the 1's are like this. Okay. 2. 1, 6. Okay, we got the 6's, 1's. Okay. I think I've gotten everything from scanning. We're going to have to find some restricted cells here. Have to figure out where to look. This cell might be restricted. It can't be 1, 2, 3, could be 4, can't be 5, 6, could be 7 or 9. Okay. I want to know what these are. These are from 2, 3, 4, 5, and 9. One of them is 9. I wonder what these are these. Let's look at this whole box. We need 1, we have 2, 3, we need 4, 5, we need 6, and 7. Okay. I think I need to know these as well. I think I just kind of have to pencil this whole band, and I think what I'm looking for is going to be in it, but we'll find out. We need 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. Okay, I don't think what I'm looking for is in here. Here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. We know these aren't 8. We know these aren't 1s. That's it. Okay, is it here? Okay, I think this is it. So let's take a look at these cells that I put in green, this cell that I put in blue, and this cell that I put in purple. I'm going to describe this in the traditional way and then two alternative ways of looking at it. Maybe one of them will help you. So this is called a Sudoku, Sudecoq. I think it's named after the person who first described it on the forums, the Sudoku forums that all of this comes from, the Enjoy Sudoku forums. Anyway, so here is the traditional way of looking at this. These two cells in green can't be 2, 3, because if they were 2, 3, then that would break this blue cell. They also can't be 1, 4, because if they were 1, 4, they would break this purple cell. So what we've got here is we definitely have 1 of 2, 3 in here and 1 of 1, 4 in here. Because if we have 2 of 2, 3 in here, then we break this cell. If we have 2 of 1, 4 in here, we break this cell. So we're going to have to do half and half, right? Because we need 2 values out of these 4 to go in there. 2 of 1, 2, 3, 4 go in there. It's not 2, 3. It's not 1, 4. So it's going to be like 1, 2 or 1, 1, 3 or 4, 2 or 4, 3, right? So what that's going to do is that's going to make kind of that's going to use up the other 1, 4 for this row, and it's going to use up the other 2, 3 for this box. So nothing else can be 1, 4 in this row. So this becomes a 5, and these have 4 eliminated from them. And the 5, because that becomes a 5, but that's not really the elimination. So that happens, and then also we can't put another 2, 3 in this box because one of them goes here and one goes here. So these can't be from 2, 3. So that's the Sudoku. Let's talk about this in another way, and it's always gonna involve this 2, 3 and this 1, 4 in some way. Let's look at it as if we were doing the simplest possible set in the world. This row versus this box. So what does this set tell us? Well, let's do some canceling. These 6s. So basically what I've done here is I've said these 6 digits go here. I mean, you can pretty much figure that out without set, but by highlighting them, we can kind of think about it in the same way we'd think about set. So these 6s cancel. This 8 cancels with the corner marked 8 there. I'm not sure how I would designate that. And then this corner marked 9 eliminates that 9. So what we're left with is we need to place, just think about it this way. We need to place this 1, 4 somewhere in this box. And it's not going to go in any of these cells. So the 1, 4 ends up here. We also have an 8 corner marked there. So these cells can't be 2 or 3. They can only be from 1, 4, 8 because we need this 1, 4 to go in there and we need this 8 to go in there. Similarly, where does this 2, 3 go? In green. Well, it's not in any of these cells because they aren't 2 or 3. So it goes over here. Whatever value it ends up being goes over here. We also have a 9 corner marked in there. So these end up being only 2, 3, 9. They can't be 4 or 5. So we get the same eliminations that we got from the Sudoku. So that's another way of viewing it. There's a third way of viewing it. This is the way people who are used to variant Sudokus might think about it. Let's call this 2, 3 blue. Where does blue go in this row? And you'll notice it's very similar to the other way we thought about this, but where does blue go in this row? Well, it can't repeat in the box, and none of these can be 2 or 3, so these aren't blue, and this isn't blue. So blue ends up in one of these. So we have, and also 9 is in one of these, so we have a hidden blue 9 pair. So these have to be from only blue or 9, so they can't be 4 or 5. Similarly, this 1, 4, we'll call that purple. Where does purple go in this box? Well, it can't repeat in the row. None of these are purple. This isn't purple, so purple goes in here, and we end up with a purple 8 hidden pair. So those are 3 different ways you can look at it. However you decide to look at it, these can't be 2, 3. This can't be 1, so it's a 5, and then these can't be 5, and these can't be a 4 either. And so that is the result of our Sudoku. Hopefully one of those ways makes the most sense to you. I think if you're used to variant Sudokus, maybe the coloring, the last one, that coloring one will be the most intuitive to you. All right, so what is the result of it? I wonder if we have like a bunch of these hiding around the grid, or if that's enough. So what did that do for us? It helped with this 1, 4, 8. It helped with this 2, 3, 9. So it eliminated 4, 5. Okay. I'm wondering if there's more of these. Because we've got these 6s cornered here, right? So let's think about these 6s for a second. What can go in here? 1, 2, 3. Actually, it's more about what can go in here, right? We've got this 4, 5 here, right? So maybe we should just think about this 4, 5 and this 3, 9. So let's do the coloring argument. Where does this 3, oh, this 3, 9 actually just goes here. Is it in this box? It might be in this box. Is there a corner mark here that I missed? You know, I'm not sure that we actually have one here. This 4, 5. Could it be affecting these? Yeah, okay. So this 4, 5 needs to go in this box somewhere. It's not down here. It doesn't repeat in the row. So we end up with the blue up here somewhere. Now, is there, yes, I missed the 2s. So the 2 is also corner marked up here. So these are only from 2, 4, 5. It's a hidden blue, 2 blue pair, right? Should we try to find the Sudoku? Let's try to find the Sudoku here, because I bet it involves this 3, 6 as well. So let's look at the traditional way of seeing that as well. So we are going to need to involve probably, let's see, how does this work? Probably these 2 cells. So let's look at these 2 cells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, not 8s, of course. So 4, 5, 6, 7 is what we care about here. And so we have this 6, 7 here. So that's probably the important, let's see, what are we doing here? So one of the important things is we can't put both 4 and 5 up here. Now we need to prove we can't put both 6 and 7 here, but I'm actually not sure that it doesn't see this cell. Is there another 6, 7 in this row? Let's just do the whole row. So we know we need a 2 over here. We need a 3. We need a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7. There it is. I found it. It's this cell. So the traditional way to look at this as a Sudoku, here we go, is this can't be both 4 and 5. This can't be both 6 and 7 because of these cells. So it's 1 of 4, 5 and 1 of 6, 7. That makes a 6, 7 pair in this row. So none of these can be 6, 7. And that makes a 4, 5 pair in this box. So none of these can be 4, 5. So yeah, let's just do it that way this time. So these can't be 4, 5. Oops. Sorry, that's completely wrong. These can't be 6, 7. Wait. These can't be 6, 7. So that makes that a 3. These aren't 3s. That makes that a 7 and a 5. All right, like it's a bunch of digits here. Or not a bunch of digits, a bunch of cleanup here. And then additionally, these can't be 4, 5. So these are not from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are from 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now I'm wondering if we have something similar going on here with this 2, 3 maybe. Okay, this 2, 3 was already used as part of this Sudoku, but all right, we might have enough now. Let's see if we have any basic Sudoku to do here. The rest of this box is 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. That's not helpful. I might just full candidate this so I can spot any more. 1, 6, 7, 9. It's not 6, 9. That's not 7. I'm not a pro at spotting these, but I feel like one of the techniques is helpful that we went over. See, this 7 could go there, so that's not helpful. This 7, 9. Okay, so this is suspicious that this 7, 9, where does it go in this box? I guess it could be this given 9, so maybe that's not as helpful. Okay. Maybe I should stop looking for these instead. It's cool that there were 2 in here at all. Probably set up symmetrically, if I had to guess. What else do I have going on here? This column, ones. Oh, these aren't ones. 6, 6, 8, 9. Not 6 either. So these are an 8, 9 pair. Okay. So that's not 9. So the 9 in this box goes here. That gives us the 7 and the 6, gives us the 9, the 5, and the 2. That's the 3. There we go. It was just Sudoku. That's a 7. That's 4. That's 2. That's 3. That's 9. I was just trying to have fun with more Sudokuks, but that's all right. That's 8 and 9. That's a 2. That's 2. These aren't 2s, and that's not a 3. That's not a 4. Oopsie. That's not a 4. That's not 2s. Okay, we get the 2 here. These aren't 5s. So 5 in this box goes here. That gives us the 4. So none of these are 4. 7, 8 pair. So we get the 5 and the 3 and the 9. Get our 4 and our 5. That's not a 4. That's the 4 then. This is done. If I can figure out what it is. It's a 4 as well. That places the 8 and the 4 and the 1. 6, 7, 4. We get the 1 and the 3. We get our 7, 1, and 6. We get our 7, 8, and 6. 7 and 8 go here. This is a digit, a 3. That's right, it was a digit. This is from 2, 3, 8. So the 3 goes up here. 2 and 8. That's 2. That's 8. And we're done. All right, neat. Two Sudokuks in this one. That was nice. Enjoyed that. Hopefully that was understandable in at least one of the 3 ways I talked about it. Sudokuk is kind of your classic almost lock set technique, where you're dealing with things that are almost a lock set. Lock set being a generic term for like pair or triple or quad, right? So it's almost one of them, but not quite. But often almost lock sets can still give you quite a bit of information. In this case, how it interacts with other cells in the row and box was very, very important. So you can kind of see how that pattern got its own name. We can also see how some more, I would call them more modern ways of looking at Sudoku can actually make that look a little bit cleaner, whether you prefer the way to look at it via kind of set-like mechanics. I mean, it is a set technically. It's a set-like way of thinking about things at the very least, or sort of the variant Sudoku coloring way of looking at things that we just get used to doing variant Sudokus and feel very natural. So however you thought about it, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.